Born into the esteemed Cornelia gens, Lucius Cornelius Cinna entered a Roman Republic on the cusp of change. Little did anyone know this young patrician would rise to become one of the most powerful and controversial figures in Roman history. His name, forever linked with ambition, ruthlessness, and the struggle for power. Information about Cinna's early life is scarce. We know he was born around 130 BC into a time of growing social and political unrest. Rome, a republic in name, was grappling with the strains of its own success. Expansion brought wealth and power, but also corruption and inequality. Cinna's life would become intertwined with this struggle. He would rise to prominence as a staunch ally of Gaius Marius, a military hero and champion of the common people. Marius, a novus homo, new man, challenged the traditional dominance of the old Roman aristocracy. His reforms aimed to empower the lower classes and strengthen the Roman army. Cinna's rise was inextricably linked to the reforms of Marius. He saw in Marius a leader who could restore Rome's fading glory. He threw his support behind him, serving under his command during the Juguthine War in North Africa. This experience would shape Cinna's worldview and fuel his ambition. The Marian reforms had a profound impact on the Roman army. By allowing landless citizens to enlist, Marius created a new class of soldier, loyal not to the Senate but to their general. This shift in military power would have far-reaching consequences, paving the way for the rise of powerful generals and ultimately the demise of the Republic. Cinna proved himself a capable soldier and a shrewd politician. He rose quickly through the ranks, earning the trust of Marius. He served as tribune of the plebs in 91 BC, a position that allowed him to champion the interests of the common people. His loyalty to Marius and his populist policies made him a powerful figure in Roman politics. In 87 BC, Cinna reached the pinnacle of Roman politics. He was elected consul. His victory, however, was short-lived. Rome was a powder keg, and Cinna's consulship ignited the fuse. His rival, the ambitious and ruthless Lucius Cornelius Sulla, representing the interests of the old aristocracy, opposed Cinna's reforms. Sulla marched on Rome with his legions, a move unheard of in Roman history. Cinna, fearing for his life, fled the city and sought refuge among the Italian allies. He was declared a public enemy, stripped of his citizenship, and his property was confiscated. He was an outlaw, but his story was far from over. Cinna, however, was not a man to be easily defeated. He rallied the Italian allies to his cause, promising them Roman citizenship and a share of the spoils of war. He raised an army, joined forces with Marius, and together they marched on Rome. The city, besieged and starved, was forced to surrender. What followed was a bloodbath. Cinna and Marius, once champions of the people, unleashed a reign of terror upon their enemies. Sulla's supporters were hunted down and slaughtered. Their property was confiscated and their families were ruined. The streets of Rome ran red with the blood of its citizens. Cinna's victory was complete, but it came at a terrible cost. Rome, once a beacon of republican virtue, was now ruled by fear and violence. He would rule as consul for 4 consecutive years, from 87 BC until his assassination in 84 BC. His reign was marked by brutality and instability. Cinna's legacy is complex and contested. He was a man of contradictions, a reformer and a tyrant, a champion of the people and a ruthless dictator. His actions plunged Rome deeper into chaos and paved the way for the rise of Julius Caesar and the end of the Roman Republic. Cinna's story reminds us that the road to hell is often paved with good intentions, and that even the most noble of goals can be corrupted by the pursuit of power. Please like and subscribe for more historical content.